The Divas division is at its peak. People used to say when it was a Divas match, it's time to go get a snack. But now people are on the edge of their seats. Now people want to sit and watch. They don't want to change the channel.
And it's even worse because Bill Cosby has the fucking smuggest old black man public persona that I hate. This kid's on TV. Pull your pants up, black people. I was on TV in the 80s. I can talk down to you because I had a successful sitcom. Yeah, it was great women, Bill Cosby, so kind of brings you down a couple notches. I don't curse on stage. But yeah, you're a rapist, so it'll take you saying lots of motherfuckers on Bill Cosby himself if you weren't a rapist. I don't know what I'm doing by telling you. I guess I want to just at least make it weird for when you watch Cosby Show reruns. Dude's image, for the most part, it's fucking public Teflon image. I've done this bit on stage, and people don't believe. People think I'm making it up. I'm like, Bill Cosby did a lot of rape allegations. No, you did. No. That shit is upsetting. If you didn't know about it, trust me. When you leave here, Google Bill Cosby rape. It's not funny. This shit has more results than Hannibal Buress.
Keep it up, my nigga.
This is Mr. Gooch and JJ show. Back in it.
We coming for you, nigga.
Yeah.
Suplex City, bitch.
Rep. Yeah. Rep.
You keep on kissing babies and hugging fat girls. I did it for The Rock.
Son.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened today. I'm at work. So, I work at an eye doctor's, right? And they gotta put you on this machine. It's called a visual field or whatever. You gotta click buttons or some shit, right? So, I'm bringing this white dude.
Oh, man.
I'm bringing this white dude, right? And he just look at me, and I'm like, I ain't say nothing. I just look at him. He's like, "You remind me of my daughter's boyfriend." So then I laugh. So then I was like, first I thought about not saying it, but then I was like, "Alright, fuck it." So then I was like, so I take it your girlfriend loves black guys. So the dude just sat there, he just stared at me for like a good few seconds. Until he just started laughing. Yo, I thought he was gonna get up out this chair and just start swinging on me, and like wouldn't nobody had known because the door would have been closed. All you would have heard was. But you know what? I'm trying to think now. If he would have swung off, I probably could have taken him.
Son, you would have gone to jail, son.
Nah, self-defense.
Something on my ass.
Son, I'm defending myself. Like, dude just started. All I said was the obvious. Your daughter likes black guys, and then he trying to swing off on me. That would be what's wrong.
Son, that's fucked up, son.
Well, welcome to the 12th episode, I think. Welcome to the 12th episode of the Gooch and JJ show. I'm Mr. Gooch. That's Captain JJ over there. And today on the agenda, we got to talk some Total Divas.
Oh man.
We just got a lot of people that probably just clicked the off button right now, but cause you know Total Divas get a lot of hate online for some reason, man. Just watch this shit. But we got to talk about the Total Divas.
But that's what we do, though, right? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hate on the show. We're gonna hate on the girls. So don't click off. Don't click off the button, man.
Well, you know, there was some positive in it. We'll get to that in a moment. But we're gonna go through the Total Divas. We're gonna go through Tough Enough. We're gonna go through the leaked shit, the do's and don'ts of Vince McMahon crazy ass of announcers.
Oh yeah,
we gotta go through.
I gotta pull that up.
Oh, and obviously we're gonna talk about Raw, and you know, but we got to start with this first. Bill Cosby? For real though?
Alright, hold on. Which one you want to start first? Bill Cosby or Donald Trump?
start with this nigga Cosby because, you know, black folks ain't never first. So this gonna be the one and only time that black dude gonna be first.
Alright.
So, for y'all that haven't heard, fucking Bill Cosby admitted to drugging bitches and having sex with them, son. In a deposition from like 2005. They asked this dude, I forgot what the name of the drug was. I can look it up in a minute. But
Yeah.
they asked him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, no, keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah, they asked him, have you ever used this drug or whatever to have sex with girls? Dude said, yes. Plain as day, yes. And it's like, what? Did you ever give any young woman... here it is. It's like quaaludes.
Yeah.
Quaaludes without their knowledge. This nigga said yes. And it's like that's all he said was just yes. So now the funny thing about this is all the rape victims or whatever that came out and said that he raped them, they said the statute of limitations was over, so like he couldn't, you know, go to trial. But today they said one chick, the statute of limitations is not over. So he might be able... What the fuck? Nah, fucking random ads popping up and shit. But it said dude, he might go to jail for that. So they trying to get him.
Sean, let me ask you this question, son. As a black man, son, how you feel about that, son?
Truth be told, I don't give a fuck about Bill Cosby. I never listen. A lot of I'll probably get a lot of hate on Twitter or whatever for this, but I never liked anything about Bill. I never liked the Cosby Show. Yeah, it's positivity and all that, but then when that shit used to come on Nick at Night, I used to turn from that shit. When I used to wake up in the middle of the night and Nick at Night was still on and Cosby Show was on, I would turn from that shit because I really can't. I don't know. I never could have liked it. But you know what? I liked Fat Albert. I like the Fat Albert movie, but anything else about Bill Cosby, I never.
Yeah, that was dope. But truth be told, though, like we didn't grow up on that era, so I guess that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That we weren't part of that era, so you know that's how I feel. I mean, I don't care about Bill Cosby either, but that's just my opinion. I think it's just a different era.
Yo, this chick that I know, Bill Cosby spoke at her high school graduation. She used to go to science.
He raped her?
No, he ain't raped her. Well, not that I know of. Oh, shit. Yo, hopefully she ain't listening to this because she gonna know that we talking about her. But then I can always also be like, I'm not talking about your ass. But man, yeah, it ain't that era.
Hey, allegedly, Sean.
Allegedly. Yo, you know how all this shit started though? Because this comedian named Hannibal Buress, right? He did a stand-up and he was just, you know, like joking. Like, yeah, Bill Cosby be raping bitches. Look that up. The niggas really looked that shit up. They found out he was really raping chicks. Who would have thought? Yo, I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now, son. Hulk Hogan, he raped the chick.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I mean, that's like son. That you could tell that's something that he would do. Son. I mean, just look back to the video, son. Look back to that sex tape.
Hogan was putting in the work.
Oh man, I can never forget that image. Oh my goodness, son.
Of Hulk Hogan.
Yo, like
Hulk Hogan
keeping it real, son.
The chick.
Son, he was putting in the work. I can't lie, son. But yo, son, I can't, son. Like that's.
Wait, you said you can't nut.
No, you can't. No, I said I could never let that go, son.
I thought you was about to
never
say.
Let that go, son.
I thought you was about to say. I couldn't even nut to that shit. Like what?
Chill, son. Chill.
That chick was kind of hot though.
Yeah, son, she was, son. But yo, wasn't that the dude Hulk Hogan's best friend or something, son?
That Bubba the Love Sponge nigga, either him or that Buddha's Beefcake nigga. I don't know. It's one of them. I know it started with a B. I think it was Bubba the Love Sponge though.
It's the guy with the mohawk.
Oh, okay. So it's that Bubba the Love Sponge nigga then.
Yeah.
But oh man, I can't wait. Well, I shouldn't say I can't wait, but like I can't wait till like the next freaking scandal happen. Like we done had Seth Rollins this year, already had dick pics leaking and shit, and then they just swept that under the rug like that shit ain't happened.
Then the Alexa Bliss stuff.
Then the Alexa Bliss joined, and she tried to say, "Oh, that's not me." I'm like, "Bitch, them shits don't look photoshopped to me." She was taking naked pictures allegedly.
I'm still skeptical.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
if it's true or not, they already swept it under the rug. So
yeah, so they really didn't do nothing. If they would have done something, they would have done something.
They would have drew more attention to it. That's probably why they ain't say nothing about Seth, because then they would have drew more attention to it. Like that shit was done after about like 3 days. You still
but to finish off on the whole Bill Cosby thing, man. Yo, real tough. I hope we go to jail, son. Not because I want to be an asshole, son, but like, yo, like, don't you think that's like funny? Like for like TV, son, that would be kind of funny, son.
What? What's the last shit you just said? My bad.
Like it will be hilarious, son, to see the whole Bill Cosby all go to trial or go to jail and all this stuff, son.
I did not rape that woman. I just gave her my pudding pop. That nigga Bill Cosby. We need to get Bill Cosby on the show, man. Maybe next week, Bill Cosby would do a cameo at the beginning, like I got that nigga Steve Austin to do the cameo. Yo, man, I really got Stone Cold to do the cameo, son.
You bugging, son. Allegedly, son.
I allegedly got Stone Cold to come on the show.
But yo, now talk about funny people, man. Let's talk about Donald Trump, man.
Oh, this dude, he leading the primary.
Son, he's leading the primary poll, son, for the Republicans, son. Donald Trump, son. Yo, keeping it real, though, I don't think it's for real, son. I don't think it's for real, son.
No, I think he thinks he's for real. I think he actually believes he can be president, but
like I want him to be for real, son, because again, it will be hilarious and that'll be funny TV, son. Like, yo, you have people glued to the TV watching the debates, man. But I still don't think it's serious, because I mean, son, what is he talking about? About the issues? He's not talking about the issues. Oh, he's talking about his illegal immigrants.
Well, he is talking about these Mexicans, just freaking coming across our borders. I don't mean to sound like my nigga Dutch Mantel and Jack Swagger and them, but them niggas is coming across our borders, taking our jobs, spreading diseases. You feel me?
Son, you don't be like, son,
allegedly.
Son, yo, son, we're too young, son, in our show, son. We're gonna lose people, son. You can't talk about, son. You can't talk like that, son.
Man, that nigga Donald. Alright, that's racist though. So that nigga Donald Trump can talk about that, but a black man that don't own anything except a shitty ass 1999 Honda. I don't even know what the fuck it is. A Nissan Altima. That's the only shit I own. And these niggas gonna try to come after me, but they ain't. But Donald Trump still got money. I don't give a fuck about them dropping him off of the American Beauty pageant. Who gives a? Nobody watch that bullshit anyway. He's still running. Why? He's still running and leading the primary. So that tells you something about America. No, that tells you something about the Republicans.
Yeah, not America, son. The Republic.
The Republic.
Because let's keep this, son. But yo, that's why I want this guy to do good, son. Because yo, it will be hilarious, son. Son, every day, son, should be hilarious. Can you imagine if this guy win the primary, son, for the Republicans, son?
You playing with fire though, because if he win the primary, son, there's a chance that he will become the president.
Son, I'm willing to take that chance.
Oh my god!
Just for my entertainment, son, I'm willing to take that. Son, he's not gonna be Hillary, son. He's not gonna be Hillary, son. Okay. I know we get into the politics, son, but he's not being Hillary, son. Let's keep it real, son.
Yo. Yeah, nah, but you never know. There might be niggas that's like, they don't want a woman so bad that they like, fuck it. Would you rather have an idiot like Donald Trump win, or would you rather have a woman run the country? And then most, you never know. But then again, I don't know, because some people, when Obama won, they could probably be like, okay, even though he's black, he's still a man, so then they probably can still vote for them because there is sexist dudes out here.
Yeah, I understand all of that, son. But truth be told, if that were to happen, son, if that were to happen, then you can tell that America is just messed up. Again, I don't want to talk about the politics, but I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
I mean, son, if people rather have Donald Trump as president instead of Hillary because she's a woman, anything like that, son, that would be so messed up, son. Like, yo, you could tell that, yo, the U.S. son is just messed up. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like that because again, I think he's gonna lose regardless. I mean, I think he's doing this for publicity purposes.
Publicity.
I hope not because I think it's hilarious, man. Everything he says, man, it's just hilarious. And but me, I mean, I'm Hispanic, man, but I don't care. I don't care what he says when it comes to like Mexican.
Because he's talked about Mexicans. You Dominican.
Listen, he can talk about Dominicans. I don't care.
So he could say, he gonna deport all the Hispanics in general if he become president. You gonna still vote for that nigga?
I don't care, son.
That's because you playing with fire. Because in your heart, you know that that nigga ain't gonna win, but there's still a chance that he gonna win.
Son. But you know what? I understand all that, son. But listen, like I said, man, whether he's talking about Dominicans, talking about Mexicans, I don't care, son. The guy's hilarious, man. He's entertaining. As long as he doesn't win, but like he's in there, son. Like you know what? Like let him go towards the end, son. He doesn't even gotta win the primary, son. Maybe he could come second, right?
Yeah.
Like to some other Republicans, son. But yo, as long as it's in there, son, just for entertainment purposes, son, I'm all for it, son.
By my calculations, I'm just going off the top of my head right now. It's July, so and the election is next year, 2016, right? So by my calculations,
well, the general election is next year, but the primaries are this year.
No, I'm in the general. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
By my calculations, that will probably be like episode 90 something. Either 90 something or we'd be like at 100. I'm gonna play this clip of you saying that you want that nigga Donald Trump, son. And if Donald Trump win, I don't want you to go
far, son. To go far, son. Not to win, son. To go far, son.
Playing with fire. If he get close enough, son, there's enough people. Like, look, if it was to come down to Donald Trump versus Hillary, right? And Hillary just said some off the wall shit, son. That's it. The only option is Donald Trump.
But do you really trust Donald Trump to not say something off the wall?
He gonna say something off the wall. Because if that nigga does make it that far, then he's gonna continue to just spew that bullshit. And this nigga had the nerve to say that he was gonna win the Latino vote. He said that. He said, "I'm going to win the Latino vote." That's a quote.
I'll give it up for him, son. He got balls, son.
And
he got balls.
And here's his reasoning. He said because he employs a bunch of Latinos in his hotels and his casinos and things. So I'm like, yo, he really said that?
Yeah, but
like he really believes this.
See, but that's the off the wall stuff.
He really
son.
believes this.
Son, that's the off the wall stuff that you're just talking about, son.
Oh my God,
really,
man.
son. That's not even, son. That's not even like you talk about the issues. He basically saying, "Oh, I'm gonna win the popular Latino vote, because of all the Hispanic people working at my hotel, son." What does that got to do with it, son? What's the issue, son? That don't talk about immigration, son. I mean, son, trust me. As soon as you bring up the immigration stuff to Latino people, son, if you don't talk about what's going on currently, son, in the country, son, trust me, they're not gonna vote.
You never know, man. America is just that damn dumb, son. Well, I'll apologize to America, but like, there's a lot of dumb. I don't mean 100% Americans, but if don't get offended because I'm talking to the person because you know who you are. If you smart enough to know what I mean, then you know what I mean. But there's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers in America, son.
Yo, real talk, son. I kind of want to say certain areas, son, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to lose people, son.
Man, fuck that.
This is.
Man, fuck
son, there's a certain area. There's a certain area, son, around the United States, son, that I think
the South. You mean the South, Mississippi, and all them? I'll say it. Motherfuckers just now
man.
No, listen, I'll say it. I don't care. Motherfuckers want to just now take down. They want to just now take down the Confederate flag. The freaking Civil War was over, damn near 200 years ago, and these niggas still trying to. And listen, here's what these dumbass people that's protesting them taking down the flag. You do realize when they put the flag up there, that was in protest of the Civil War. So all these motherfuckers like, no, that's our heritage.
Yeah.
So it's like that they put that up there because they was protesting giving civil rights. So you don't want everybody to have equal rights. I'm talking about it's just the black folks in general. Cause I see black people defending that shit, and it's just like that gotta be the dumbest shit.
I seen it too, son. I seen it too. People were saying, "Oh, that's our heritage." Well, again, I don't want to get into the politics of it, man, but. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad they took it down, but you know.
Let me just say one thing about this. They say it's heritage, right? So should Germany go back to using the Nazi flag? Because that is their heritage.
Son. That is true.
It's all about history, right? So the fucking Germans should go back to using the Hitler flag then. Anyway, we should probably stop the politics because, you know,
the swastika,
we probably got these niggas in the South that really believe that shit. Probably they hit the unsubscribe button. I apologize for that, you dumb motherfucker. Anyway, let's go to another dumb shit. Did you see this announcers list of the do's and don'ts?
Man, yeah, Sean.
I have new respect for Michael Cole, son. Because if I was Michael Cole, I don't know if I could do this shit, son. I really can't. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't use I and you can't use me.
I mean, son. You know, I've read most of it. I didn't read the whole thing. I read some of the. I definitely read the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Words to avoid. You know, and like. Maybe I think we can understand now why we always say that Michael Cole sucked. I mean, he sucked regardless. I mean, even if he was like an Attitude Era announcer, he still would have sucked. But I mean, Vince kind of, kind of handcuffed him, to say certain, to announce it a certain way. Now, what I feel is that on one side, I feel like, all right, Vince, I get what you're doing. You're trying to keep things corporate. You're trying to keep things a certain way for them to do.
Yeah, because some of them do make sense, but most of them.
but then at the same time, some of this stuff, again, maybe it's just because we're stuck in our old ways, our old Attitude Era ways, and that's at least. That's the other side of me, like that I feel like I got a problem with it. Like he is, like some of the don'ts, no curse. Now back in the Attitude Era, they curse.
Well, no, that's kind of obvious, like because announcers didn't really curse that much. Of course, you'll probably have like, but I think there's like when Jim Ross when Austin turned on Rock at Mania, right? He's like, son of a bitch. Yeah. All right, that would be understandable because like that's the moment, but like they can't be on, like if I was an announcer, I wouldn't last because I say nigga like damn near every sentence. I'll say fuck, So my basic talking would be, oh, Edge just got his ass murked, and you can't say that. So that makes sense.
Okay, like listen to this. I'm gonna just read you. Something from one of the don'ts, right? It says, don't say Edge is busted open. Instead, say Edge got his teeth knocked down his throat. I mean, that's fugazi, huh?
Of course, that is exactly what you just said. That is fugazi. Now, the one after that, I can understand like if his I don't agree with them not calling blood. They should call blood. They should say he got a crimson mask and all that. I love that. But the one after that, when he says Edge's nose must be broken, I understand you saying that, but you should at least point out that he's bleeding. Like, oh, Edge's nose must be broken, and, you know, and he's bleeding all over the place. You could say that.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta ignore
it brings some more feel to it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like when I listen to that, like I understand what's going on. Okay, the guy, you know, got a broken nose, right? I mean, I can clearly see that. I'm not stupid. I mean, if it's bleeding down, what are you telling me? Then, you know, he might have had, you know, his nose broken. So, you know, I already know the obvious. Like make it as an announcer, make it that I want to be invested in it. You know what I'm saying? Not just point out the obvious. I mean, it's like some of the stuff is like insulting us, you know, our intelligence, and that's maybe what I have a problem with, because there's some, like, again, I understand what Vince did it. Again, I think this was from like back in 2008, so that was like beginning of, you know, the PG era. But
yeah, 08, 2010, I think some from 13.
Yeah, something like that. But son, it's like listen to some of the words to avoid. Feud, war, acrobatics, DQ.
You can't. You
like
can't
you
say
said,
interesting.
E&I. like you can't. Son, you can't say U.S. You gotta say United States.
Son,
let me
what
see
can
what
you
else.
say?
You can't say factions. You can't say hospital.
That's fucking. Hold up, before you continue. That's saying faction and group is stupid, because you can be in a group, but you're not together. You're not a faction. So,
Exactly.
so you mean to tell me, okay?
Like the New Day, they're a faction.
Yeah, the New Day is a faction, but if you throw Bo Dallas in there,
That's a group.
okay.
I don't think that's a faction, because I mean that's just mad random.
Why can't you say faction? They're gonna say alliance, I guess. I just don't see the point of not saying certain words. Why can't you say faction?
But listen to this one. You can't say hospital. What the fuck, man? You can't say hospital, man.
Well, let me play devil's advocate, because I'm gonna try to have
No,
some positive.
son.
No, because I'm trying to, because I don't want Vince McMahon to seem as senile as he is, because this is the dude.
The way he is.
This still is Vince McMahon. Like, you still got respect for dude, but hospital. Let me just play devil's advocate. Maybe you can't say hospital because what if the person goes to the doctor's office, medical center? That means you could go to a free clinic. You can go to a hospital, a doctor's office, a dentist.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question. So again, I'm gonna play the devil advocates on the other side and bring it back to you. So the Undertaker gets injured after WrestleMania 30 against Brock Lesnar. He gets taken to the hospital. What are you gonna say? Oh, the Undertaker was taken to the medical center due to Brock Lesnar whooping his ass.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He was taken to the nearest medical facility.
Oh, yeah, son. But what do we call that, son, in real life?
We took that nigga to the hospital, but how do you know he went to the hospital though? That's all I'm saying. He probably he could have went to the doctor's office.
Son,
Emergency room.
What's the difference, man? What's the difference, man? It's a hospital, son.
Emergency room, son. There you go.
Son, okay, where are the emergency room located at, son?
That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point.
Oh,
You
son,
still getting
they
away
take
from
him to a hospital, man.
They took that nigga to the emergency room. He didn't go to the hospital. He went to the emergency room in a medical facility.
Anyway, man, another word that you can't use backstage. You can't like we used to use back. They used to use backstage.
I can understand
backstage, back in the era. Why?
Yo, I can understand that though, because saying backstage, it you know, to us it is not really that big a deal, but it kind of makes us feel cheap, like, oh, you're going backstage, like, there's a difference between it's like you basically breaking kayfabe, even though we all know kayfabe's been dead, but it's like, okay, this is the stage where you're at, and then you're going backstage, and backstage is all fake and stuff. They just say, in the locker room area in the back, it's still like you're a part of the show. Devil's advocate,
Yeah, but we knew what backstage. You know, when they say oh backstage, I mean we knew it was locker room area. So I mean, maybe for the newer fans, maybe they don't understand that. But us, I tell you, when you tell us, oh, we're gonna go backstage, you know, we're gonna go backstage to an interview with Randy Orton or something like that. We know what's going on, man. We know they're going to the locker room area, or they're going to they're going into the back. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's
To
not
me, it
really
just
that
seems-
big a deal because you know what's the difference between saying backstage and in the back, but.
That sounds but keeping it real though, doesn't it in the back sound so?
Homosexual.
I can understand why people might not get it, you know, confused with it. Not homosexual, but it just seems I don't know, a little
Gay.
edgy.
Oh, it seems too PG.
No,
well, not PG.
It don't seem PG. Think about it. Oh, now we going in the back.
Oh, I know what it is. It's dumbing it down. It's insulting your intelligence. Like if you say backstage, you're like, you know, I think this is probably what most of them are. Like insulting, not insulting their intelligence, but you know, it's trying to dumb it down. But they dumb it down to a point like, oh, they're not gonna know what this is. You can't say feud. Why don't you say these two are in a rivalry? And it's like, you don't think people are gonna understand what feud means?
Yeah, well, we know what it means.
But this is the most puzzling out of all the words on this list, at least to me. Interesting. I don't know where the fuck that comes from. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't see what's going on with that. I don't know why you can't say interesting.
Like, cause I'm trying to play devil's advocate and like trying to see the point, and some of them I can see, but interesting, I really don't see it like at all. Like I'm really trying to think, like, why can't you say this? This is very interesting. I guess now this is really me reaching for straws now, but I guess you don't want to say this is interesting because if it's really not interesting, then people are gonna say, Michael Cole, you're bullshitting. You know, because if you say something's interesting, then 9 times out of 10, if somebody checks it out, it's really not going to be interesting to them just because you said it's interesting. So maybe, but that's just me really reaching. So I don't know. Acrobatics.
But you know what?
That
I
makes
never
it
really
seem fake. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? I can understand that word because, I mean, a high flyer. I think a high flyer will go better and smoother than saying acrobatic or acrobatics. I don't think I never even heard that word before using in WWE. To be honest,
that can work. It can work if you just the way you word it. Like you could say, oh, well, no, I can understand that because if you say Adrian Neville does this, it sounds better saying Adrian Neville does high flying moves than saying Adrian Neville does acrobatics because the acrobatics seems fake.
That's more wrestling. That seems more like wrestling than it is.
It's gymnastics.
Exactly.
Yeah, they say you can't say shot. You don't get title shots. Here's one.
That's good.
Here's one. You can't say international. You have to say global. There's no fucking difference.
I know, right?
There's no difference between international and global. You can't.
But that's just WWE trying to, you know. I think that's just WWE trying to be, you know, hype themselves up.
Yeah, because there's even some up here that we already knew. Like you can't say pro wrestler and wrestling. You got to say superstar or star. And I think they just added athlete up here because before you can only say superstars or divas.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, because
is diva up here? Oh yeah. Oh, because I'm about to say like, okay, yeah. I think that
that's it here.
Yeah, divas are here. You can't say talent. You could say star, superstar, or diva.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just retarded, some of the stuff that's up here. And you see some of these memos, that Vince write, per Vince McMahon, going forward, we never want to use the term, the title is on the line. Please use more creative terms like the title will be defended. And I can understand that, I guess. just playing devil's advocate, but all of this stuff is just like irrelevant. Like if you say that,
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Even if you say there's titles on the line, what's the there's no difference between the two, man.
it's not. Well, and this one is proof that Vince McMahon wants to distance himself from wrestling like completely, right? Because you remember, even growing up, this is acceptable to at least to me. I still think you should call it wrestling, but we've growing up hearing sports entertainment, right? 2008. This is a memo. Please do not use the term sports entertainment. Going forward, please use entertainment. So, you're not wrestling. You're not sports entertainment. You're just entertainment.
It's just entertainment.
So what the fuck do you do in the ring? We entertain. We entertain. Oh, he didn't just punch him. He entertained all of us. He didn't just do a pile driver. He just did well, you can't say acrobat. He just did a move. I guess he just did. Do they even say move?
No, I don't think.
I've never even.
Maybe. I'm not. I'm to be quite honest. I'm not even sure.
I've never even heard them say move, and that's not even on the list. What do they call wrestling moves?
Son, I'm not gonna lie, son. I feel like you say, he's trying to get away from sports as much as he can. I mean, WrestleMania. Look at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is an entertainment. It's not even wrestling really anymore because you got all these performers and you got all these celebrities.
Some of this shit is killing them, though.
But you know what? I think, and I honestly, I don't think Vince doesn't care, okay, about what I'm about to say. But that's why so many people think that wrestling is fake. And again, I know he doesn't care about it because he wanted to be like that. He wanted to be an entertainment show.
He doesn't want it to seem real. That's. I think on one hand, he wants it to seem real when he wants it to seem real. Like,
because look at what happened with Mankind and the Undertaker. The hell, I mean, son, we all thought he was dead. We all thought Mankind was dead. Son. I mean, you see that and you think, yo, this shit is real.
Yeah,
it can't get any more real than that. But then you go to now, and it seems like Vince is trying to, like, yo, back then it was a wrestling show. And that's but that's the thing, son. Like, wrestling was at its peak when it was wrestling. But like now, you know what I think what it is that now I think Vince gets more money now being PG than being Attitude Era. Yeah. Now, Attitude Era was so much popular.
Yeah,
But I think that now he gets more money because of the sponsors and the TV and all this and that. But I feel like, yo, man, like he's trying, like you said, man, he's just trying to really get away from wrestling. I mean, he want to have an entertainment show.
You know, it's about the whole Attitude Era. Like, that, it didn't have a lot of wrestling. They had a lot of, entertainment and things like that, but it was good. And then when they did have the shows that you were supposed to wrestle, the wrestling, like, people want to act like the Attitude Era wrestling was not good. Yes, it was. Go back and watch some of those pay-per-views, especially in 2000. When you'll watch Raw, you'll have your entertainment, right? You'll have the entertainment that Vince desperately wants to be known as, right? But it was good. You had people that knew what the fuck they were doing, and you had people that was in the wrestling business that knew how wrestling entertainment works. They wasn't trying to be like all these other stupid ass shows and freaking trends that happen and shit, and then hire these soap opera writers that don't know what they're doing. So if you had, like, flash forward to today. You want to be entertainment, but you don't know how to be entertaining. But in the Attitude Era, they were actually entertaining, right? You were entertaining, just going with the flow, doing wrestling, letting the boys be the boys, letting the product be.
Let them be them, son.
Yeah, you just letting let the product seem natural. Everything didn't seem forced, but now you're trying to force everything. You're trying to force being entertainment. You're trying to go away from being wrestling, and it just sucks. So it's like, if you're seeing that for the last 15 years, you've been trying to force these things to happen, and the ratings haven't gone anywhere. Shouldn't you change and stop being stubborn? Like, oh, I know what's best for you. Like, okay, you think you know what's best for us, but we don't want this shit.
What I think it is, son, like I told you, son, I think he gets more money doing things this way than it is doing it the old way. The old way was popular. The old way had the hardcore demographic. But you know what? It sells more to appeal to the parents and the kids than it is to appeal to the young adults, right? Because even though we are like a greater group, son, we're a big group. I think that when you have the parents and then you have the kids, that's why WWE caters to them because they bring the biggest slice of the pie. Now you have people, all the sponsors that
What,
they
the
bring in
kids?
their money. No. Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just didn't hear the last part. Go ahead.
then you bring the sponsors, and you have the USA Network. I mean, I don't think the USA Network want to see some of the stuff. I mean, I think they won't mind.
The United States A network.
I don't think they wouldn't mind seeing things the way it was before, but the way things are now, I think everybody benefits. Well, not us, but them financially, they benefit more. Like I said, even though it was more popular back in the day, son, I think that now, the way things are, it brings Vince more money. So that's why I don't think we ever gonna go back.
But what pisses me off though is like the thing about PG. When you think SmackDown back in the day was PG, you can do that's what I don't get. I think some of these people they'll just use the PG as an excuse, like, oh, this sucks because of PG, and it's like, no, it sucks because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like SmackDown was PG back in the day. You can't you go look at the ratings. They didn't say bitch on SmackDown. And I mean, from time to time, they would blurb out ass. So it's like, and SmackDown was still entertaining.
Yeah.
SmackDown was still the best show. You can't tell me SmackDown wasn't PG during the SmackDown 6. When you had all this great wrestling, and the ratings was good, and then you had the storylines that, you had good storylines and creative and everything like that. That's because you had Paul Heyman. You had all these different. You still had wrestling minds on the creative team. You still had people that knew what they was doing. But then once PG came, and then they wants to get all these stupid ass writers, that's what fucked it up. You want to start cheapening things, and it just seems so fake. So, would you want to watch? Would you want to watch the show that everybody's shitting on and says, "Oh, this sucks" and things? Just mind you, if you were a kid, okay, if you were a kid and you like wrestling, of course you're gonna watch WWE regardless. But then once you start hearing everybody like, "Oh, this shit fucking sucks," this and that, especially the adults. If your big brother's looking at that shit and he's like, "Why is you watching this bullshit? This shit sucks and this and that." Pretty soon you're not gonna want to watch that shit. But if everybody was like, "Oh, this shit is the best. This shit is great," you're gonna get the casual fans. You're gonna still get the kids. You ain't even gotta be like the Attitude Era, but at least do better storylines. Stop doing the same. Stop rehashing the same shit. How many fucking times do we have to see a car get destroyed? How many times do we have to see the heel open up the show? How many times do we have to? How many? You tell me this. Let me just ask you this question. When 9 o'clock comes, do you know that a new segment is gonna start? You know a new segment is gonna start every
should.
hour.
Yeah. At every start of the hour, there should be a new segment started.
Okay, and
I mean that's what we know.
If the main event started right, and it's already 11:07, right, and they're billing it John Cena for the WWE Championship versus freaking Brock Lesnar, and it's 11:07. Do you think that match is gonna? What do you think that match? How long do you think that match is gonna be?
It probably wouldn't even be a start. Somebody probably comes in like being interference, man, and just get Lesnar to qualify. The match probably won't even take place.
There you go. The format is predictable. The creative is predictable. Matches are predictable. You know when John Cena fights, he's not gonna lose. You know that. You know certain people they're not gonna kick out. At least even back in the day if you knew certain things was gonna happen, like, and things were predictable. The whole show wasn't predictable. Even if the main event was predictable, everything before that wasn't predictable. But now every single thing is predictable.
Man, let's just say that WWE sucks.
Yeah, it does, but it doesn't 100% suck. But they just need to. overhaul of a whole bunch of things. Like a whole bunch of things. Like, and I'm not even sure about the future because I think one of the problems is Stephanie McMahon. I like Triple H, but I'm not sure if, because you know, Stephanie doesn't fall far from the tree. I've heard she's the female Vince McMahon. So
she is.
So Stephanie may be lenient on using words like wrestler and pro wrestler because, you know, Triple H is a wrestler. But certain things like, you know, what was one of them? Don't use the word acrobatic. Don't use faction. I don't think she would. Medical facility. Don't use hospital. She probably would be like, okay, why would you use hospital? You can just use medical facility. You know, certain things.
No.
Man, I hope this Jeff Jarrett shit work out, man, and take over. WWE's never gonna go out of business, but at least maybe it'll step their game up.
No, of course not. But in this competition, son, to things to go back to the way it was, son, in this competition,
son. Another thing in this memo or whatever, they say you gotta embellish everything. Like, you gotta say, oh, Jack Swagger's gut wrench powerbomb is like being thrown off a 12-story building. It's like Jack Thwagger, really? Jack Thwagger's powerbomb?
Jack Swagger, son.
Nah, Jack Thwagger. Let me stop making fun of people with lisp, like Jack Thwagger. We the people. You remember when that nigga got pulled over when he was about the main event WrestleMania?
So that shit was hilarious, man.
Man,
that was one of those times, man.
Yeah.
Son, he was gonna win the title, son.
He ain't gonna win that belt no more.
Son, no, not now, but he was gonna win that title.
Well, hell yeah. I think the plan was...
He was gonna beat Del Rio, son.
What I think the plan was, I think he was supposed to beat Del Rio at Mania, and then Ziggler was gonna cash in.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't at that time, like, they was like former partners or something like that.
Yeah, I think at the time, yeah.
You never know. I'm still kind of pissed that we didn't get that Ziggler cash in when we was at Mania, and I'm still pissed at you that we didn't go to the. Watch!
I knew, son. I knew you was gonna beat that, son. I knew you was gonna bring it up, son. Oh my God, let it go, son.
Because it's your fault, yo, man. It's your fault, man.
Son,
I was like, yo,
it wasn't even that
good.
Son, that Raw wasn't even that good.
Of course, but the crowd, man. And you said, and I quote, nah, man, that shit's gonna suck. And then I said, you know what? That shit is gonna suck. And then I said, alright.
Okay.
Nah, that's because you put the seeds in there. That's like when you ask a kid, when you be like, you don't really want to go to this, you don't really want to go to the park. It's dirty there, right? And then the kid says, no, because you coerced the kid into not going to the damn show and being a part of the damn live experience and chanting penis during Randy Orton and Sheamus matches, which is what people should chant at Battleground when they eventually have their match. Just chant penis during Randy Orton's match. Anyway, then JBL gonna say, "Oh, I think they're chanting for Sheamus."
But yo, so alright, man. So we got 3 things, man, that we gotta get to, man. I don't know which one you want to talk about first. I think I know the one that I want to leave for last, and I think that's Total Divas, man. So I don't know if you want to talk about Raw or Tough Enough, man.
Yeah, let's get this Tough Enough out the way.
Yo, son. Yo, alright, let's get started with this Tough Enough. So let me tell you something, man. I watched the episode from last week, son. Yo, son. Like, yo, first of all, son, the black dudes, yo, son, there was never a time, like, you remember the last time they had Tough Enough, son, I rooted for that guy, Luke, I think his name was Luke Robinson, son, like, he deserved this, son, because he had the look, and he had the charisma, son, he had the skills, man. Yo.
Yeah, I hear you.
Alright, my bad.
You and that stolen internet.
Well, listen, it's working better this time than it did last week, so don't hate, son. Alright, yo, so tough enough, man. Son, the black dude, son. I can't remember the guy's name, son, but yo, son, yo, he's the man, son.
Patrick.
Son, Patrick's the man, son. Yo, keeping it real, son. Like, this guy know his wrestling, son. Yo, he looks like, he's doing good in the challenges, son.
He's actually a wrestling fan.
Son, if he doesn't win, son, it'll be a travesty, son. But then again, like, there's some other people that I'm just like, man, you know what, like usually what like WWE do is like, okay, they have that one winner, but then they might pick some other people that they were like, yo, son. Now I know what you're talking about, that ZZ guy, son. Yo, son. Like, I understand he got the Bray Wyatt, but I think that might help him out, son, because he got the charisma, son. So I give him that, son. If he could show me a little bit more wrestling skills, son, I'm willing to, be behind this guy, son. But son, he's showing me a lot, son. I'm not gonna lie, like you was right, son. This guy, he got that funny charisma thing going on for him, son.
Yeah, it's just the wrestling part. But the thing about it, he's been doing just I don't want to say really bad, but like, let's say anytime they like gotta run or whatever, he's always the last one. Obviously because he's fat, But what he do got to his advantage is he's really young. I think he's only like 18. So like, I think he's gonna get signed regardless. He's gonna get signed and they can groom him and train him. I don't think he's gonna win tough enough though. And honestly, he shouldn't.
Me neither.
He shouldn't. If Patrick doesn't win, then all these people that's been complaining about WWE not hiring people that's actually fans.
Son, Vince is racist, son. Vince is racist, son.
Look, they
allegedly
they can't. He can't be racist. He wanted Bobby Lashley to be champion.
Are you sure about that?
He wanted Big E to be champion. Or maybe.
Are you sure about that, son?
Or maybe he is.
Okay,
friends
what
with
about Booker T, son? What about Booker T, son? You sure he wanted Booker T to be champion?
Why the fuck you had to bring that up? Listen, at least we got King Booker. So he was a champion before he retired.
He was all right.
Fucking WrestleMania 20. How the fuck? Really, dog? Triple H went over. I'm still pissed off about that.
That's why I had to bring that up, son.
I remember sitting in my room watching this shit, and then I'm just like, Booker T just hit the Harlem Hangover. Triple H kicked out, and this nigga just pedigreed him, and it was over. That killed it, man. Like, that pissed me off so bad.
Alright, man. So Patrick, son. Like, talk to me about Patrick, son.
Patrick, black dude. He got a good look. I like his confidence. He can talk. He used to be an indie wrestler, right? And they actually brought that up. That nigga Tanner was like, oh, he didn't want to. Patrick didn't want to put out there that he was an indie wrestler, and then he trying to hide everything. So the Patrick went in his face was like, I'm not trying to hide anything. I am an indie wrestler, and what he did was smart. He didn't lie and say he wasn't an indie wrestler. He just didn't mention it, because if he would have mentioned it, I think the same thing would have happened to him that happened to Big O. Because for whatever reason, they kicked Big O off because they say he was acting too much like a wrestler. Does that make any sense?
Man. But then again, like for us, no, it doesn't make any sense. But in Vince McMahon's mind, it does make sense.
Yeah, I guess because they want to have a moldable piece of clay, but that hasn't worked out for anybody that's won tough enough.
I mean, look at Big Andy, man.
Man, fuck that. What did they see in him?
I don't know, son. That was the worst mistake in their lives, son. And he still fucked up, son. Oh my God, son. The guy got caught using weed, son. Luke was Brady, son. But you know what I think it was? I think Stone Cold was pissed off at Luke, son. I think.
Yeah, Luke wasn't humble.
Exactly, son. He wasn't humble enough, son. So I think that's why. I mean, Andy was alright, son. Like, he was humble, Like you could tell that he wanted it, son. But I think that's why Stone Cold gave it to him, son. But yo,
But you know what? Fuck that being humble shit though. Do you think Stone Cold was humble when he was on top?
Hell no.
You think The Rock
no.
You think The Rock was humble?
Hell no.
The Rock could have been humble just because because I get this opportunity. But once he became The Rock wasn't this yes, I'm just so happy to be here. He wasn't like fucking John Cena. That's why people fucking hate John Cena. Look at Brock fucking Lesnar. Do you think Brock Lesnar is humble?
Hell no, son. I mean, listen, if UFC would have paid him more money for less fight, he would have went to UFC, son. He's not about being humble. It's about making the money, son.
Who that has been on top has actually been like really humble? Like, I'm just so happy to be here. Besides John Cena, and even that shit, I think that shit is bullshit. I don't even think John Cena is just like, I'm happy to be here.
You think John Cena would just willingly give up the top spot, son, to somebody, son? Come on, son. Well, yo, son, before yeah.
What you say?
Nah, son. What I was just gonna say is before we even move on from the tough enough, let
me just read you this joint. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so son, that girl, son, I can't pronounce her name, son. Her name is Georgia or whatever.
Oh my god, son. Yes. Son. Oh my god.
Son.
Yes.
Again, I don't know the format, son. I don't know the format, son. Okay. I don't know if it's one diva that gotta win and then one male superstar, son. Like
it's one man, one girl.
Okay, son. She gotta win, son. She gotta win.
She got to, son. Yes.
Son. She's and don't get me wrong. I like that girl, Diana. Son. She's hot.
She left.
Oh yeah, she left this week, son.
Yeah, son. You ain't see the whole episode.
Not this week, son.
Oh, you ain't see this week. Oh yeah, son.
No, because I thought it was son. No, hold on, son. Are you sure? Because I thought it was Daria that got let go.
No, listen, son. Daria got voted off, but Diana, she voluntarily left.
Why?
Yeah, because this how it happened. They woke them all up at like 5 a.m. and started doing running. So then they were sitting there like, yo, somebody's missing. And it was like, oh shit, where's Diana? Right? So it turns out that she left the show because like one of her friends like got into a fight at this bar that she owned and ended up paralyzed, so she had to go home and take care of business or whatever. But this didn't come out on the show. Like, she did an interview on WWE.com and said that, but on the show everybody took it as she just wasn't tough enough and she just quit. So they shitting on her, like quit like Diana, and the page was like, oh well, it sucks to suck. So that Georgia that chick, she gotta win, son.
That's bullshit, son.
She gotta win. She is sexy. She is nice.
Son, let me tell you, son. Son, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
Son, like, yo, she's athletic, son. Just like you said. She's athletic, son. You can tell the shit that with some time at NXT, son, she could be a wonderful wrestler, son. That's my opinion.
If she stays healthy.
Son, and I think automatically, as soon as they plug her into the main roster, well, not the main roster, but just the roster overall, whether it's NXT or the main roster, so I think she will be the hottest diva in the company.
But based off of Total Divas, they're gonna freaking, them girls is gonna hate on her regardless. Because if she is so freaking, she is hot. And she's athletic, and then when they just gave her a character, she's not even a bigger fan like that. She still knocked it out of the park. Like, you didn't see this episode, they had to draw names out the hat, right? And then whatever their character was, they had to, make their character come out to the ring and, do an entrance or whatever. She did good in that, and then, like, that sold me on her. Like, that in general didn't sell me on her. Her ass did, but I'm just saying. I want her to win, especially since Diana left and freaking Sarah Lee. She ain't got no type of personality, She trying to say like, yeah, they don't focus on
I don't know
her,
what
but
people
that's
see.
true.
I don't know what people see on Saturday.
Even at the end of this episode, she was in the bottom 3. So then they said you had to act out your character to save yourself, and they said, and hers was mean queen. This bitch, all she did was just walk in the ring, give a mean face, and walk around the contestants and walk out. So I'm like, that's not. She doesn't have any charisma whatsoever. So I'm not on her favor. And then all the other chicks, I don't really know them chicks.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Just as long as this girl, I can never pronounce her name, son. Georgia, whatever, son. Yo, as long as she wins, son. Yo, son. They would, in my book, son. They would get it right, son.
Yeah. Yo, before we move on from this tough enough joint, yo, you hear me? Yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, all right. Let me read this before we move on from this tough enough joint. According to the Wrestling Observer, USA Network officials feel pro wrestling's popularity is cycling downward, which is contributing to the somewhat lack of viewership interest in Tough Enough. Furthermore, the network dislikes the partially taped and partially live. No, they dislike the partially taped and partially live format of Tough Enough, as it doesn't give the judges enough time to make fair critiques, and fans are only given a few minutes to vote on contestants as opposed to a whole night and several days. In regards to the show's host, USA Network officials like the dynamic presence and charisma that Stone Cold Steve Austin brought to the show, but feel Chris Jericho comes off more like a game show host than a reality show host. There is said to be no heat on Jericho, however, as officials fault the format of the show and not Jericho himself. Another factor that concerns USA Network officials is that past winners of Tough Enough, such as Andy Levine and Daniel Puder, were promised WWE contracts when they won the competition, but were released from their deals very quickly after the show was over, and they amounted to nothing in WWE. Some USA officials believe this makes the show meaningless, so the fans in turn don't care who wins.
I won't go that far to that extent. However, I will say about the Jericho Stone Cold thing, son. Chris Jericho is a company man. He's a yes man.
Of course,
he's one of those. He's one of those CM Punk guys that Punk said that, you know, one of the yes men, you know, kissing Vince McMahon's friends, kissing Vince McMahon's ass allegedly.
You know,
but
I don't think Jericho kisses ass, but he does suck up.
Son.
Well, I mean, not suck up, but you know, hey, I don't think he kisses ass, but he doesn't. What's
I mean, look, son. Look how it was. Look how it was with Stephanie on that podcast, and now compare that to how you know, Stone Cold was with Vince. The thing was, son, that I think with Stone Cold, son, Stone Cold was more. I don't want to say edgy, but
that's exactly what
he was. He was more upfront. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was in your face. Like that's the thing about Stone Cold. I mean, Stone Cold is just being him. He's being real. He's keeping it real. While Jericho is not being. I don't want to say he's not being real, but he's being a company man. So I think that's the difference, man. Because you know WWE, man. I think at this point they're just scared about, you know, they're scared of Stone Cold at this point.
What you need to watch is Tough Talk. Tough Talk is better than Tough Enough. Like, straight up, son, on the network, if you just watch Tough Talk, all it is just them, all the contestants standing on the stage, and they just talking about the shit. Like, look, just watch one episode of Tough Talk on the network. Just how they have all the judges, Bryan and Hogan and Paige. They take Jericho out and put The Miz on there. The Miz should have been the host of this Tough Enough, son. He's way better than Jericho, son. Like, and I'd hate The Miz, but he really is way better than Jericho in his role. And just watch it. These bitches was about to fight this week. The week before, they had the chick that said Roman Reigns was making her wet. They had her husband in there, and they started asking the husband, like, "Oh, how did you feel about her saying Roman Reigns was making your wife wet?" And then he's like, "Oh, well, she's with." He's like, "Oh, well, she's with me," and it's like, "But she's been divorced 3 times." That's a sucker and a simp if you ever seen one. But Tough Talk is dope. If people don't want to bother with their time with Tough Enough, just watch Tough Talk. It's like it's probably not even half an hour long. It's probably like 20-something minutes. Just watch that shit. You can catch up. You ain't even gotta watch this bullshit Tough Enough when they don't do nothing wrestling related.
I know, right? It's just a bunch of random ass content.
That's what, yo. That's what made the last few seasons of Tough Enough actually dope. They was doing wrestling, like they was in the ring. They was taking bumps. It was kind of entertaining. Like even the last one, you had Stone Cold, and you still had the dynamic. You had Luke. You had the nigga named Jeremiah without the teeth, and then even Andy. Everybody knew that nigga was gonna win, but you just had in your hope that he wasn't. Like you see the big dude that's on here now that kind of remind me of Big Andy mixed with Roman Reigns. I forgot his name.
That Tanner guy.
No, not Tanner. The dude that he's beefing with.
Oh, the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Tanner, the dude that looked like Seth Rollins. I think you can tell that they want that dude to win. The big dude. I don't even remember what the fuck his name is.
Vince Fetish. That's Vince Fetish, man. With big guys, man.
But in closing, if Patrick doesn't win, WWE is racist, and Vince McMahon loves the Confederate flag.
And if Georgia don't win, we riot.
Yes, we are gonna riot. I'm gonna. If Georgia doesn't win, son, I'm going to go. I don't know. We're gonna have to take a trip up to Stamford, Connecticut, and fucking trash the place allegedly. 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 So, I guess you want to get into Raw.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about Raw, man. I wish this could be a segue.
You talk about the important
whole
shit.
Georgia thing and talk about a little bit of how she would be in Tough Enough. I mean, not Tough Enough, but Total Divas. I mean, I wish we could segue right into Total Divas, man, but I think we gotta leave that for last, man. So, yeah, man, let's talk about Raw, man. Like, tell me what you thought of Raw, man.
Before this shit started, I wasn't looking forward to it. I really sat there and I was just like, you know what? I don't even know if I really want to watch this. But as I said before, like if I didn't want to watch, like my sister got into it now. She's like a fanatic now, so it's just like I'm watching it with her. So regardless, I'm gonna watch it. But it started off good. Fucking Brock Lesnar and Heyman in the ring. Heyman cut this promo basically calling Lesnar God. You know, like what did he say? He said something like "Hallowed be thy Lesnar" or some shit like that. And then he started saying Lesnar is the Nightmare Suplex City. You know, it's usual great Paul Heyman promo.
Yeah.
And, you know, the rest of the shit, there was only a few things to talk about. The only thing that I could think off the top of my head that I could talk about is when Lesnar, with the whole car shit, he took the freaking took out axes and freaking chopped the windshield off, chopped the doors and shit, and then freaking
he went in on that car.
He broke the door off, and this what puzzles me too. Rollins and J&J Security, they came out with axe handles without the axe part on it. I don't know why. And then Lesnar came out with 2 axes with the axe part still on it. Okay. And then that's not even the highlight of the whole thing. That's not the highlight. The highlight's not Lesnar jumping over the top rope as fast. For as big as he is, he should not be as fast as he is, and Seth Rollins running. The highlight of it was Lesnar freaking takes the door. This nigga takes the door, throws that shit, right? And a piece of the door flies off and into the crowd, hits a little boy.
I mean, I saw the video, man, but I still couldn't see it. But you know, a lot of people are saying that it happened. Like I saw something, man, but to me it just wasn't clear. But you know, I'm not disagreeing with you. You know, I just, you know, I couldn't tell.
Apparently things are cool because I guess, you know, they took him backstage and everything was all good. But this is what I'm crazy on. It's not even the fact that he threw the thing in the crowd or that it hit a little boy. The fact is that the nigga was able to throw it because he didn't throw. It wasn't like 3 feet or nothing. That was like freaking 30 feet, 20 feet away. And that's a car door. Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Son. Yo.
Son, Brock Lesnar.
Yo, that's. I always use that line. That's Brock Lesnar though, but that is really Brock Lesnar. Like, there's nothing this man can't do. So at this point, nobody should beat Brock Lesnar. He should just be undefeated. Don't beat Brock Lesnar. Because when you think about it, who's even in line to beat Brock Lesnar besides John Cena. It's gonna be Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's the only person that I can think of. Roman Reigns.
Or they'll try to bring The Rock.
Which I don't mind seeing. I would like to see that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want The Rock to beat Lesnar though. Like, who is that helping? The Rock just comes back to Mania to fight Lesnar, and then Lesnar.
It helps Vince.
This is fucking. I can see. I'm gonna give you my list for right now. That's just for right now. There can be another niggas can be coming up from the main roster, coming up to the main roster sooner or whatever.
Yeah.
But as of right now, the only people who I think should beat Lesnar. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna throw Cena out there just because, you know, if he was to beat him, of course it's like, yeah, it's Cena, but whatever. I can see them doing that. Roman Reigns, obviously. Undertaker. Why not Undertaker?
Yeah, I can see that happen.
And you know what? You're gonna hate me for this. You are gonna hate me. My boy Ryback.
Chill, son. Chill. I'm not just messing around, son. Not just messing around.
Nah, check it out, son.
Come on, son.
Nah, check it. Well, they already damaged Ryback, so he, at this point, no.
Yeah, that ship sailed already. Like that will never happen. Son.
Yeah, but what about? Let me think of somebody else. Is anybody from NXT? I can't see because I can see
Owens, maybe?
Finn. I can see Finn because that demon thing he could, you know, that works for him. Like he can say, like, yeah, I got the demon to beat me. But even then, he's still. I don't want to go to the whole small thing, but
yeah,
he's too.
It would seem like it would seem unbelievable if that would happen.
Like, yeah.
Not saying that at least to me, but that's what.
Yeah. At least with Bryan, that's still his character. Like, you know, he's the underdog. Like, if he was to beat him, it's a feel good story. But even if he was to beat him, it still would cheapen things.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's really nobody. I'm afraid that they're gonna make Sheamus beat him. 'Cause think about it, son. If they got Roman Reigns in their head, and they're probably like, okay, they don't want Roman Reigns to beat him because then the fans are gonna turn on him. They don't want Cena to beat him because Cena fought him like 6,000 times, right? And I have no idea why Lesnar and Randy Orton never fought. Maybe Randy Orton don't like Lesnar. Maybe it's a Rock and Shawn Michaels type of thing where they just don't want to work with each other. But I can see Sheamus being Triple H's boy, and Vince McMahon looking at Sheamus like, oh, he's believable. He has a look. Saying, hey, why not beat Brock Lesnar? And that's how. And he has the briefcase. I'm calling it. Sheamus is going to beat Brock Lesnar.
But that would be such a cheap way to do it.
When have they never done a cheap way to do anything?
True. Anyway, so I saw some part of it. I saw part of it of Raw. I think the main event was Cesaro and John Cena.
Yeah.
But the United States Championship. I gotta say, man, that match was pretty good, son. Yo, it's about time, son. Yo, they gotta give this man a push, man.
He was more over last time, and they still fucked it up. So I don't even have faith.
Yeah, son. But still, son. They messed it up, not him, son. But yo, I think that man deserves a push, son. And you know, I haven't been the biggest Cesaro fan, man. But yo, he seems proven, son. He's proving himself with John Cena, son. Every time he's in there, son. So, I like that. I like that finish, man. That finish was pretty good too. Where Kevin Owens interrupted the match, and I don't think he interrupted the match. Yeah,
Cena beat him. Cena beat Cesaro clean.
Cesaro, and then Kevin Owens came in, tried to attack Cena, but Cena, messed him up and gave him the FU, So I like that finish, man. That was pretty cool, man. But I think you know what? I think at SummerSlam he gotta win the Kevin Owens gotta win the belt, man. Which kind of sucks, cause I kind of do want to see Cena more with the U.S. belt, man. But I think it would do better. It would do wonders to Kevin Owens.
Yeah, let me say this: Cesaro, he's not gonna go anywhere. All he's gonna be is a stepping stone for Kevin Owens. Cause once because I think Kevin Owens, he's going to end up leaving with the belt at some point. I think it's going to be SummerSlam. He's going to beat Cena, or let's say he beats Cena Battleground, and they have the rematch at SummerSlam, and then, you know, it'll be over with. He's going to feud with Cesaro, and then Kevin Owens is going to win that feud, and Cesaro is going to go back to being on main event doing kick-ass matches with Luke Harper. But that's it. This ain't, it's nothing more than that. Like there's people who like, oh, maybe this is WWE finally realizing Cesaro, and it's just like, but he's had this kind of match with Cena before. Let's not forget, like last year he had a great match with John Cena, and what did that do for him? Having a great match with Cena 2 weeks in a row isn't going to do anything for him, because then WWE and Mr. McMahon is going to just look at it and say it was John Cena. They're going to say it was great because of Cena.
Yeah.
Cesaro, they're going to say he still can't connect with the crowd. They're going to still say he doesn't have any charisma.
I mean, yeah, I can understand all of that stuff, but yo, it takes two to tango, man. So Vince got to see that too, man.
Hey,
I think keep it real.
Shit.
I mean, he has to prove something. Well, that is Sean. He's seen now.
Semen. I don't know why I just said that.
Man, but yeah, man. So, anything else to talk about from Raw, man? Before we head to the main event.
Yes. Titus O'Neil went off on JBL on commentary.
Oh yeah. You told me about that.
Because he kept telling him to call the match, and then Titus O'Neil started getting frustrated, and then this was the line he threw out. I forgot what JBL said to him, but Titus O'Neil was like, I got 2 degrees and I got a master's degree. How many degrees you got? I rest my case. And then JBL would say, shit. Then Titus O'Neil called him out on it. Was like, JBL mad over there. Oh, man. I don't know what their problem is. Man, Titus O'Neil need the belt.
Words, huh?
I don't care. Give him back when the U.S. title was shitty, they could have gave it to him, but give him that shitty ass Intercontinental Championship.
Word.
Give him that, or make a new championship belt called the belt just because, you know, just so you can walk around like the $1 Million Championship. But we ain't go through Raw. We just went through the 2 things that was actually, or 3 things that was actually, I guess, worth going back and seeing, I guess. This is time to talk some Total Divas. What's crazy is, that's actually the highlight of my week. Like, I watched TNA, I watched Ring of Honor and all that, but Total Divas, man. Oh, man.
Oh, Sean. Oh, my God, Sean. Oh, my God, Sean. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna feel. I hope we feel the same way. I don't know if we are gonna feel the same way.
How about this? But, I think we feel the same way, but I'll just play the devil's advocate then. I'll try to. I don't know. I guess I'll try to see the other side. I'll give you my opinion, but then I'll try to, you know, make sense.
So let me get started. Let me get started. Alright. Okay. First of all, son. From what I heard, what happened with Trinity? I mean, she I thought maybe she wasn't part of the part of the show.
Yeah, she's not a main character. I guess she just made cameos.
But she's still, okay, all right, no problem, cool. So that's just something that caught my eye. That I remember that she was supposed to be on it anymore.
Oh, before you continue, banging ass body. Oh my God.
Of course, can't lie. Yeah. But alright, so Eva Marie. Okay. Now, you know how I feel about this. I mean, we talked about this last week. You know, we talked about how I feel that, I mean, I don't think she's in it for the long haul. That's just me. I mean, she's just a reality star. Right? But
wait,
I can respect that you're wanting to, yeah. But I can respect that you're trying to improve yourself, you know, entertain, putting air quotes on that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Vince McMahon. But I can understand that she's, I can understand why she's, wanting to, work out with Brian Kenring, and improve herself. I can understand that. But at the same time, I feel like
trained by Shawn Michaels.
Why are these girls hating on her because of that. Why Paige? And I like Paige, man. And I understand Paige is one of the coolest divas ever, man, because she's real. I don't like and I hope she doesn't feel like I hope this is just reality TV, just being reality TV.
No, I think it's true.
Yo, how do you wanna say that? Oh man, I paid my dues, man. No, I had to do this, man. I have to do that, man. Yo, the girl is trying to improve herself, man. And y'all call her friends, man. Her co-workers are bringing her down. What the fuck, man?
This is what it is. Okay. First, I see where they're coming from because they're like, okay, you've been here for 3 years, and just now you want to learn how to wrestle. Okay, I understand all that, and she's being privileged. She's, because Mark Carrano had Natty in the room. It's basically like, okay, we're gonna put Eva in the spot of the Bella twins. Like once they leave, Eva's gonna be, she's gonna be the top person. So I can see when they pissed off, they're like, okay, she's been here 3 years and she just now want to learn how to wrestle and she's already getting pushed and I had to be, an FCW and I had to do this and that. Okay, I get that, right? But when it comes to Nikki Bella complaining about that shit, that's what cheapens it. Because I think if Nikki wasn't the one complaining about that, I would have been more on, the diva side. Like, yeah, I understand. And I still see where they're coming from. But Nikki is not one to talk. Because she's in that position because of who she's sucking and who she's fucking. Like, come on.
Allegedly.
And then even Marie... no, she's sucking John Cena. I'm saying that Nikki Bella is sucking John Cena's dick. That should be the name of this. Nah,
that's a defamation lawsuit, son. That's a defamation lawsuit, son.
Allegedly, son. Nikki sucks dick allegedly. So no, I'm not gonna do that. But even Marie, what it comes down to is, okay, when she first came, right? You as you remember, they hated on her. They hated on her just because she was pretty. That's what I think. Because girls hate each other. She's a threat. They hated even Marie because they see her as a threat, and she knew that, and they all knew that WWE wanted her at the top because she was hot, right? And adding on the red hair added to her because then now she doesn't look like everybody else, right? So that's why they hated her. Once it became apparent that that she sucks like really, really, really bad, then they started being her friend, right? They wanted to be her friend because they realized that she wasn't a threat anymore. Like, even though she's hot, she sucks too much, right? So then now, think about it. They only got mad once they figured out that she was trained, that she had a private trainer, and she was learning how to wrestle. And on top of that, she was learning with Brian Kendrick, who was trained by Shawn Michaels, who trained with Daniel Bryan, right? So if you're being trained by Brian Kendrick, she's gonna at least be better than Cameron. She's at least gonna be on the Bella's level someday, learning certain these things, right? So since they see that, they feel some type of way because they know that now there's nothing really stopping her. If Eva Marie gets great in the ring, there's nothing that's gonna stop her because she's attractive, right? No, hold up, let me finish. So that's why they're hating now, because they see her as a threat now, and they know it's becoming a reality, especially since Mark Carrano came out and said that she's going to be in that spot. So if she's just halfway decent, she's going to be there regardless.
Okay, son.
That's the bad side. I think.
I'm gonna play devil advocate to your point of view, right, son? Who was the one that made Eva Marie do the private trainer? Wasn't it WWE, son?
WWE.
Wasn't it the company itself? Okay,
but they're not going to go to Vince McMahon to complain.
Okay, son. But that's therein lies the problem. Which, again, I don't think that's a problem to me because I think that's good. Somebody want to improve himself. Sure, let them get a personal trainer. It doesn't matter. I mean, I understand you got to pay your dues or whatever, but you pay your dues, you can pay your dues in the ring just like everybody else. But this is WWE's. WWE is doing this. WWE is giving her the personal trainer. Okay, it's not. It's not like she went out there. Just on her way and out of her way to get a personal trainer. WWE self gave in and gave her a personal trainer. So I don't listen. Listen, I think this is foolishness, but I think then again we're both men, so I think that's that's different. Not trying to be sexist.
Oh, that's sexist. That's sexist. That's my co-host saying
But,
that shit. I'm not sexist. I support the women.
Oh, me too, son.
They can do anything a
but
man
this
can
is
do
the thing,
except
son.
pee standing up. Wow.
Yo, well, you don't know that.
Man.
Son. But this is the thing, son. Yo, shouldn't be like, yo, son, if you get personal trained, son, if you get personal trained by, if me and you are wrestlers and you get personally trained by Shawn Michaels, let's say, right, son, and I went through a harder way, son, but I understand that it was WWE that helped you, son, and wanted you to do this certain way. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed, son. I'm gonna be pissed, but if you're my boy, son, then, you know, I'm all for you, because I want you to get better. You know what I'm saying? If I'm better than you at wrestling, son, the least, son.
But they're not friends, though.
Okay, son, but they're okay.
That was
all
my
right.
point.
They're not friends, son. They're not friends. Okay, I understand all that, son. But don't be fake, son. Don't be fake.
That's what
son,
girls
that's just
is,
being
though.
fake, son. Son, they're being fake, son.
Son.
And son, and don't get me wrong, son. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in love with Eva Marie, son. Listen, I'm not really digging her look or her wrestling skills or whatever. I mean, I think she's alright. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, son. These girls, oh my god. I was watching that argument towards the end of the episode, son. And I'm like, yo, why is this girl so petty, man?
I was getting
like,
heated, yo.
Son,
man.
why, son? Why you getting pissed, man? The girl's trying to better herself, man. Son, and listen, okay, again, like you said, son, right? You can understand if it's Natalia, if it's Cameron, you know, because now she's down at NXT or whatever, trying to work for herself or whatever. You can understand if it's Paige that got a problem with it, you know, she do.
Yeah. But
if it's the Bellas,
but
son,
even Cameron knew because she. Yo.
Yeah. Yo.
You breaking up. This nigga with the stolen internet.
Oh man.
Continue. Just go ahead.
But yeah, son. Yo. For Paige, for Natalia, for Trinity to be upset. Well, Trinity's not upset. But
because Trinity, like,
them,
why don't y'all say it to her face?
Exactly, man. They being fake. But that's another point. For them, for the ones that went through the hardship of training, like Paige and stuff like that, Natalia, I could understand them being upset.
Yeah, I can understand all that.
What I don't understand is Nikki Bella and Brie Bella being upset. Okay, why are you getting upset? Tell me who trained you. Tell me. You know, you got trained. You got trained by John Cena after you got one. You got trained by Daniel Bryan after you got one. I mean, don't get me wrong, and that's not a problem. But I mean, yo, son, even when you think about that point, son, they're being trained by two of the best wrestlers.
So not even that. Even if it wasn't trained by them, they were still trained by WWE system.
Yeah, son, and so is Eva Marie, son. Yo, Brian Kerry. Yeah, son. I mean, he's not with the company anymore, son. But yo, he is in some way.
Even if they wasn't trained by them, them niggas
system.
still was trained by WWE system.
Exactly. So it's the same thing. It's still the same thing, son. But yo, I don't understand why, son.
it goes down to what I just told you, son. They see her as a threat, and then now that they that they know that she's putting in the effort, now they don't like her because they know that she's gonna take the spot.
Listen, and this show.
I think that's a sign we should probably end it soon.
Yeah, son. I mean, we almost done anyway, son. But yo, son, let me tell you, son. Watching that last segment of that show, son, and I've been pissed off a couple times with this show, son. I was so pissed off, son. And that's just one part. That's another thing that we gotta talk about Total Divas, man. But that's just the first part, son. The way they treat that girl, son. That's just that was just
so, I think this is designed to turn Eva Marie face and to get everybody on her side. You know?
Yeah, I think they should do that, son.
Because these girls can't be that petty. If they, I'll just say it like this: if they are that petty and this isn't staged, then these bitches need a whole lot of growing up to do, and they need to fucking figure some shit out. But if this is staged, then I think this is just designed to get...
It gotta be staged, son. Just I can't believe that grown women, son, will act like damn little kids.
But then again, I don't know, because Eva Marie husband, the one Twitter, I want to get the exact quote, but he basically says something like going from John Cena's mansion to going from John Cena's bed in his mansion to John Cena's bed in his tour bus is paying dues or something like that. Like, what was the quote that nigga said? Let me see if I can get this shit up. His name like Jonathan Coy or some shit like that, right? Yeah. Yo, you still there, or did your connection fuck up?
Yeah. I'm still here. Man.
Okay.
By the way,
What'd you say?
Okay. Now, go ahead. No. Let's finish up on the whole Eva Marie story. Then I'll say my other one.
All right. Here's the tweet that Nikki said. Nikki said, "Every other diva has given up everything to be here. Why does one girl not? Shows true passion and heart." And then this nigga come up and he says, "LOL. Sacrifice giving up Cal King and John's mansion for Cal King and his tour bus. The struggle is real." Cal King is I guess it's a mattress.
So California Kid.
Basically saying she's sleeping
California
around.
Kid, that's the biggest size.
Yeah. He hit the nail on the head. It's like she really thinks that she really had it hard, and it's just like ex Gail Kim. How about that? Ex Gail Kim.
Yeah, exactly, son.
Because fucking Gail Kim couldn't get a job without JR telling Vince McMahon that people were into Asian porn. And then when JR told Vince McMahon that people were into Asian porn, he looked at him like he was retarded. Like, oh, really? And that's not even speculation. JR said that. So Vince don't find Asian women attractive. So she couldn't get a job just based on the fact that she's Asian. And even if she did get a job and didn't get a chance because she's a woman. And you want to, and this bitch want to sit here and talk about she had to pay her dues and she had it hard? Bitch, the only reason why you're champion is because you're fucking John Cena.
Son, look at Lita, son. Look at Trish.
Lita broke her neck.
Yeah, son.
What the fuck did Nikki break her shin?
Oh, well, that's a nice little segue to another point that I want to make. Not the last point about Nikki and being a champion. Well, this point that I want to make now will probably be the nice little segue. It says here I just put Nikki Bella's name on Google, right? And a search came up where it says WWE Divas Champion Nikki Bella injured. Apparently she got a shoulder injury. Now it says that she might not be required to vacate the title, this and that. However, um, you know, maybe that's the reason why they're not really pushing her like the matches as hard as they should. It also says here that right now she's currently at 227 days as of yesterday, so I guess as of right now.
Yeah, she got like 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months to beat AJ.
Yeah, AJ's at 295, so that will be like you said, good 2-3 months. So that will go around October.
She's gonna break it. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I thought she was closer to the record
there's certain things I don't want to say because
I don't know.
There's certain things that listen, man. I don't want her to break it, man. I'm you know me, man. But yo, like keeping it real, son. Like yo, and that's just a nice little segue to my last point. The last point that I want to bring up on Total Divas and on the show as well. I am sick and tired of seeing Nikki Bella parading around with that damn Divas Championship. Okay, AJ worked hard, son, to get that. Yo, there were so many divas that worked hard. And listen, I understand that shit. Yo, I'm not like listen.
Work hard,
son. Nikki. I'm not saying Nikki improved a lot.
Nikki works hard, you know. She works that hard.
She improved. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't feel like it was enough. Like this is enough. It was warranted for her to get that belt, son. I mean, we both agree that Trinity should have got the belt.
Man, another black
Paige or whatever, right? Even Natalia. But you know what? Like that episode when she was parading with that damn belt, man, son. That shit just made me sick.
Well, you want to know what also pissed me off? Did you see this part when she had the match and she won the first belt, right? And then this bitch really said, I had an awesome 6-minute match. 6 minutes?
I don't think I saw that part, but I saw a part where like she said something that she had a good. I think it was against Paige or whatever. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I remember there was a part where she said something like that. Son, I'm just, and then she had the audacity to say, "Oh, you know, man, we worked so hard to bring the divas, man, to not let it be a bathroom break, this and that." I know you saw that part, son. Really, son. Tell me who was the person that makes sure that doesn't happen, son. Really? You think, Nikki, you think it was you?
They're the reason why we went to the bathroom, son.
Oh, my
son,
God,
when the hashtag Give Divas a Chance came out, they wasn't talking about Nikki. They wasn't talking about y'all.
They weren't talking about the Total Divas crew.
Like, get the fuck out.
They were talking about, even though Paige is part of Total Divas, they were talking about Paige, they were talking about AJ,
Natalia,
they were talking about Training Natalia, we're talking
Alicia
about the hardcore
Fox,
people,
NXT bitches.
Son, yo, she had the audacity to say, "Oh man, we're working so hard to bring the Divas division back, man." Son, she sounded like the Divas division is back.
Son, it's not even that. She said we got the matches to now where people don't want to take bathroom breaks. They want to see our matches.
Nah,
I'm like, bitch, since when?
Which is not true. Which is not true.
Since when? When's the last Divas match that you that don't count as NXT?
And by the way, can you know the WWE production on Total Divas? Can you please stop editing like so that whenever there's a Divas match, there's like people chanting on the crowd and clapping. I mean, we all know that's fake. I mean, listen, please don't make this like SmackDown, okay? Please don't. Can we not have the fake people cheering? I mean, seriously.
Them SmackDown pops be loud as hell, though.
I know, son. When they showed the WWE 2K16 cover, son, there was like a loud pop. I'm like, wait a minute, are people really gonna share that hard over the damn Stone Cold cover, son?
Son, when Roman Reigns comes out, son, He get the loudest pop ever. He get a louder pop than Triple H and MSG in 2002. He got a louder pop than that when he came back from tearing his quad.
Damn, son. And that's an understatement.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to, like, we're going to keep on getting into the divas and we're going to forget about the other shit that happened on Total Divas. That nigga Tyson Kidd leaving the house because Natty brought in a dominatrix.
Oh my God, what, son? He got upset over nothing, son. No. Oh my, that's the same thing I keep telling, son. Is people being petty, son. Okay, I understand. Listen, listen. I'm not married. I don't have, I want to know. I want to know how I will react on that situation. Okay, I don't know how you will react on that situation. Okay, I understand all of that, right? Like that, man. Your woman is trying to improve her character. She's trying to bring a new character, man, that's not only beneficial for her, but beneficial for you too, man. The least you can do is put an effort to it, man. Son, this guy really, oh my gosh, son, he didn't even give it a chance, man.
He said it wasn't his style.
Son, all you have to say was, what was the thing that they asked your son to
use the safe word?
Yeah, cat or something like that. Son, that's all you have to do, son. Oh my gosh, son. Son, keep it real, son. Like, and coming into the season, son, I really like the fact that they're together again, son. But real talk, son, Tyson Kidd, man, he's a big baby, man. Like, for real, man.
They both retarded. Like, first of all, she's crazy and he's a big baby.
They're meant to be together. That just like just on that. But I mean, for real, man. Son, he really got upset with son. He really left the house, son. Oh my God,
that wasn't his style. That's probably, maybe to him, that's like her bringing home another dude. Like, yeah, let's have a threesome. Like, he's probably like, I'm not fucking having sex with no dude with you. Like,
son,
what?
But that's overboard, son. Now that's going overboard. I can understand that.
She brought a deaf fat bitch to come in his house to beat him.
Son. But the thing is, son, she did this to help her character.
Yeah.
Son. Like, that's the thing that he should understand, son. Real talk, son. He Tyson Kidd, man.
That's why he broke his neck.
That's fucked up, son.
You seen the part when she had the thing and she like, oh, this looks like a new toy for my cats, and it was a butt plug.
Oh, son, she was, son, like, I knew what it was as soon as I saw it, and I'm like,
oh, what? Wait a minute, what?
Son, come on, son, you really, son, they'll go to a sex shop, son, and you really, when you see something like that, what's the first thing that's gonna come to your head, son?
A butt plug, but I'm just saying.
Okay. Then you should know what
but
it
you
is,
said, already, I knew what it was before they even said it.
Of course,
That's
son.
not gonna sound right.
Okay, son. You don't watch porn, son? I mean,
I do not watch pornography.
Yes, you do, son. Yes,
what is that?
Yeah, right, son.
What is that?
But son, listen, and I understand Natalia is, I don't, well, she's on another planet or whatever. But if you're at a sex shop, you really think that's from the cat? That's why sometimes I feel like, this shit gotta be staged, man. Sometimes it made me feel like this is staged, man.
That is probably real, because I can believe that Natalia is really that. She's really that. She's one of those chicks that, like, okay, she's only been with one person, right? So she's not all that sexual. But I think she's a freak. I think she's a freak in bed with Tyson Kidd, but I think she don't know about, like, she didn't even know what a dominatrix really was. She just liked the outfit. She didn't even know that, like, they freaking beat you and do all this and that shit. She didn't know that it wasn't PG. So it's like, bitch, you really thought that you was gonna be a fucking BDSM on fucking PG Monday Night Raw?
Well, not for nothing. She kind of
she did look hot.
She looked good. Yeah. It looked good.
Yeah, I'd hit it. She kind of got a fatty, a little bit. She wouldn't be my first choice, but.
Oh man!
This season that's coming up, son. I want to see this part where Dolph Ziggler tries to get Nikki. He says, because they showed the part at the end that was coming up, he's like, I can give you a husband, I can give you kids and all this and that. And I'm like, yo, because you know Nikki and Dolph Ziggler used to date or whatever. And Brie like, yeah, I think he wants you back. I want to see that. That's how that shit gonna work out. Like he's trying to steal,
you know what, son?
Nikki from John Cena.
That's how you know, son. That's how you know you want the money, son.
Exactly.
You want the money, son. Because keep it real, son. You want the luxury that comes with being with John Cena, son. Because if a guy's telling you that, okay, she might not have feelings for the guy, but if you guys used to date, there was something there. Son, if you don't say tell me like, yo, I want it to be a marriage, I want it to be kids, but he's not John Cena, he doesn't got the John Cena type of money. Son, she's not gonna leave John Cena.
She's not.
Yo, she into that lifestyle, son. And that's sad.
See, me and my girl even got an argument over that. Because I was like, she's not going to leave John Cena because she's not going to go from lobster to eating pizza. And she's like, oh. Exactly. And she's like, oh, this is what we got into the argument over. Because she's like, oh, Dolph Ziggler is not pizza. Dolph Ziggler is like shrimp. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, how about I'll do you one better?
But the point,
Dolph Ziggler is leftover shrimp.
Okay. Oh, that's the thing. It's not. That's the difference, son. Dolph Ziggler doesn't have a mansion in Florida, son. He doesn't got a Ferrari, son, for a car, son. I mean, he could probably live comfortably, son, but he's nowhere near that type of level.
Yeah. Why would Ziggler even want to? Well, I can see, I guess I can see, because I guess Nikki's hot, but like she's a fucking dumb. She's stupid as hell. Like for me, I even put a post on Instagram earlier today about yeah, you look. It was Usher in the court, and he like, yeah, you look good, but what else? It was like, okay, yeah, bitch, you hot, you this and that, but like, she got the fucking IQ of a fucking frog. Like, she's stupid. This bitch, she only pays herself. Allegedly, she allegedly only pays herself on Bill, and she allegedly thought that the fucking scrotum. She didn't know that. What was it? She didn't know what a scrotum was. Or this bitch. It's just stupid. And then that reminds me of the growing up Bella stuff that they did. Like, so you expect me to believe that you switched places with Bree because you were so good in school that you had to cheat for Bree because Bree was so dumb?
Oh man, I could never believe that, son. I could never believe that.
But you know what? I do gotta say this. Maybe she is smart because she was smart enough to get John Cena and then know. No, because she actually is dumb. She is dumb. When I even think, you see, I'm trying to justify her stupidity, but it's really not.
Son, don't do it, son.
Because think about it. Think about it, son. First season of Total Divas, right? She was trying to get John Cena to marry her, right? And at that point, they only been together for like 5 months, right? And John Cena just went through a divorce that year, right? To his high school sweetheart, the only girl he's allegedly been with since high school, right? Yeah. So, if he just broke up with the love of his life and got with you, and you only been together for 5 months, right? And do you think that he's gonna want to marry you, knowing that that's gonna make you come off as a gold digger? Because you only with me for 5 months, and you want me to marry you. And then when I say
and that's why sorry that I even cut you off, and that's why some people got upset with that whole contract thing that John Cena gave it to sign. But looking back on it, John Cena's a smart man.
Yeah, because it's like, why? It's like, if my high school sweetheart, I just left my high school sweetheart, though, probably only the girl I ever thought about marrying anyway, right? So I break up with her, and you expect me to hop back into another marriage after 5 months, and I'm still going through legal problems, paying this chick, not even paying this chick. They had a prenup, but it's like something was wrong with it or something like that. So he's still going through that, and on top of that, you want me to commit to you. What? And then what pisses me off is he said on their first date he let her know, I don't want kids and I don't want marriage. So why 5 months later you bringing up that you want kids and marriage and then making me out to be the asshole? Gold digger. You see, that's John Cena. Man, in real life, John Cena, he gotta be that nigga in real life. John Cena's not stupid. Yeah. He's told her. John Cena probably does want kids and wants marriage, but he probably only wants that with his fiance or whatever. But he's smart enough. He's smart enough to not be with Nikki, because let's be honest, Nikki is just a trophy he's just somebody for him to fuck and to say that and look good. And when he's on the red carpet, he can bring her with her.
Yep.
And bitch, you living with me, but you got a contract that you signed to live with me, and she's done. Cause okay, you giving up marriage and you giving up kids, and you have to sign a contract just to live with this dude. And these are everything. And the kids and marriages are things that you want, but you're giving that up just so you can be with him and have the lifestyle.
And she should have held out if she really, if John Cena could really care about her. She should have held out to see if it would have come back. Like they say, she said something free, and if it comes back, it's meant to be, right? Okay. Well, she didn't let it shine. She didn't let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, she signed the paper. Son,
she cares about dumb shit.
Son, she cares about the life, son. John, listen, you know what? I'm starting to realize some things now, man. John Cena's a smart man, son.
John Cena is a pimp, son. He really is a pimp. He got her, son. This is what he said after season 2, the beginning of season 2, when they was on the boardwalk or whatever. They had to talk, and after they had their little breakup or whatever, this is how he got her back. He said, I am considering not shutting the door on the possibility of marriage and having kids. He didn't change nothing, and this stupid bitch fell for it. He just said he didn't close the door on thinking about it. He didn't say he didn't even say I'm not closing the door on getting married. He said on thinking.
He gave her hope. But that was just about it.
And that's how you keep her around. And she's dumb enough to fall for that. But we gotta get going soon because we can get to this in another episode. But this is what I'm saying. It's basic psychology. She already got daddy issues, right? And John Cena, he's already paranoid, and he's got I think he got control issues. That's the whole OCD he got, right? So if he's figuring out, he knows that she wants marriage and kids, right? So if he just gives her hope that that's going to happen, he knows that she's going to stay. So it's basically psychology. And then she's going to take that because she already got the daddy issues. She just wants the male approval, and then every man that she's been with wasn't shit. Like even Dolph Ziggler.
Yep.
Like, come on, what is he really done? So she's not going to go from Cena to Ziggler. So, but she's a dumb bitch. Cena, I gotta respect him, man. I keep telling you, this last year, John Cena's been impressing me, man, for his work in the ring. He's putting over young dudes, even though he's still beating them. He's whatever, and he's smart. He got this. He got a hot chick to do whatever he wants. So hey, big up to him. Keep his pimp hamstrong. I hope he still like fat chicks. You seen that interview on you ain't seen that interview on Howard Stern when he talking about he was fucking all these fat chicks?
Nah, son.
Listen, son. When we end this show, go on YouTube and just watch the interview of him on Howard Stern. It's from like 2007, 2006. John Cena is the man. He's talking about groupies. He's talking about he loves fat chicks. This will make you have respect for Cena, because after watching that interview, I just like, you know what? I think I like Cena. I don't want him to be in the main event. I'm pretty sure if he goes for the belt again, I'm gonna start hating that dude. But he's the man, son. Like he really got these people believing that he's just this freaking white knight when he's not. You gotta respect that, son.
Word.
You gotta respect that.
Son. Before we go, son, let me give you this list real quick, son. Okay? Let me give you this list, right? Alright, this is the list, right? 10 WWE divas with the best boob jobs.
Trish Stratus,
okay?
Number 1 better be.
Okay. Hold up, son. Alright, son. Number 10. Beth Phoenix.
She had a
How
boob
you feel
job?
about that, man? I didn't know, son. I didn't know. I thought they were real, son.
Ah, well then.
Maybe they're just not damn good, son.
Well then, hey, she deserves to be on the list then.
I guess they were not damn good.
Game.
Number 9, Brooke Adams. No,
I don't like her titties. I don't like fake boobs that's all spaced out. She had a nice ass though.
Anyway, number 8, Victoria. How you feel about that one?
I never noticed, so I guess this should be up there.
I mean,
I would try
don't
to
think-
Google
I
these
think
chicks
with
while you
Victoria-
naming them, but I don't really feel like it.
Like
Who,
with Victoria, I'm like,
Victoria?
like, yeah, like I didn't really pay attention to her, like that. Like I didn't pay attention to that part of her body because I never saw Victoria as that. I saw Victoria as a real legitimate wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, she was dope.
Anyway,
She had a nice
number
ass,
7. Number 7, son. Leader, son.
Lita?
How you feel? Yeah, how you feel about that one?
Then again, she still falls into the category of fake tits that's all spaced out that I don't really like, but she was hot when she would wear, you know, that black shirt. It was like the black shirt that's like kind of cut off and you kind of see her cleavage.
Yeah, son. That's the picture that they got up here too. Son.
Yeah, I fucks with that, you know. Let me guess. It's that picture. It's the picture where Matt Hardy's there and she's just like, "Oh, you're gonna miss all of this," and she got her head back and she just showing her tits and stuff like that, right?
No, it wasn't. No, it's not this picture.
Oh, because I remember that. That's when I think I fell in love with her titties. I was like, oh my god, fucking 13 years old.
Gail Kim, son. Number 6.
Yeah, I like her titties. Yeah.
I never noticed them, son. I thought that, son. I really never noticed them. But again, she falls into the category that I think she's a wrestler.
Yeah, because I'll keep it 100. I've jacked it to her naked pictures before, so you know her titties was nice. I didn't even really. You could tell that they're fake, but they was okay.
Son, this list, yo, I just lost all faith in this. Well, not really, son, but number 5, son, Trish Stratus.
What?
Number 5,
What?
son, Trish
She's
Stratus.
only 5?
Yeah,
I swear to
son.
God.
I don't know, son. Hey, we gotta see what's going on with the rest of the list, man. But I'm kind of shocked, son.
I swear to God, if Nikki is higher than that.
Oh, son. You know, I'll close this, son. I don't even want to see the rest, son. If that was it.
You know who got some nice boobs? Even Marie. She got fake boobs, but the new boobs that she got, they're good. Like I like.
I thought she took them out. Son.
Nah, she took out the old ones and she got new ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention because I thought, you know, she didn't put nothing back in.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 4, son. Yo, you gotta agree, son. Marie, son.
Yes.
Yo, son.
Yes.
Them shits with son. That's why, yo, I always say that, son. Like, yo, the man, son, is so lucky. Son. He's annoying as fuck, but he's so lucky. Son.
Yes, he is. I don't even know how. I don't know how he got her.
I mean,
Right.
anyway, number 3, son. Tori Wilson.
Yes. Because at the time, I didn't even when she did the Playboy, I didn't even know that she had fake titties.
Like, yeah, son, but I think towards the end, I don't know. So, like,
of course.
I felt some type of way.
Yeah. I'm about to offend some female listeners here, but chicks get worse looking with age. You know, bitches don't. No, it's true, son. Bitches, unless she's wearing a whole bunch of makeup, chicks they look better once they're young. Like it's common knowledge. Dudes they get better looking with age. Females they get worse looking. Why you think there's always older dudes with younger females?
Anyway, son, number 2, which to me this don't make no sense, son. Layla.
Well, she got big titties. I've never seen her titties like that, so I can't. Really...
I never. Maybe she came up on the wrong time, but like I never really saw her for that.
Yeah, she's never put them out there like that. So how can you put her at number 2?
And to be honest, man, I don't understand this pick. You know,
let me see if I can guess it before you even say it.
Okay, go ahead.
Sable.
Go ahead. No, son. That's
What?
what I thought it was.
Sable's not on the list?
Son, I thought that's what it was gonna be.
Oh my god.
Son, I thought that's what it was gonna be. You want to take another guess?
Shit, man.
I'll give you a hint. It's Attitude Era.
Okay. Terry Runnels.
No.
What? Jacqueline.
No.
What? The fuck, man?
It'll be so unexpected, son. Like you not.
Oh
like,
my
you're
god!
Not really
Oh my god!
I like
oh my
that's
god.
the same. When I saw it, son, that's how
I think I know, son. I think I know. Chyna.
No.
What? Who is it, son? Ivory?
Nah, son.
Miss Kitty?
Son.
She got the worst titties. What? Listen, one of her titties, they're lopsided. One of them. What? Who the fuck made that list?
I don't know, son. Let me see the website.
Jesus Christ, she got the worst.
What culture?
You see, them niggas on What Culture don't know what they be talking about. Like this one nigga named John Canton or something like that. He don't really know what the fuck he's talking about. They really put Sonny. And one titty.
The thing is, her the picture that they got up here, son. That shit look terrible.
Yo, one of her titties is pointing to 6 o'clock, and the other one is pointing to like 12, pointing to like 11. It's like really. But I mean, I guess it's all opinion.
Jobs too, son. In WWE. Yeah, but still, son. I mean, Sunny, son.
Well, you heard she's about to start doing porno, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, what's up with that, man? Like, what's up with that? So, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I just hope it's not as depressing as watching the Chyna porn. I couldn't watch that. So I can't watch
Yo,
that. Son.
What is it with you, son? How is it that you don't? Oh my gosh, I like this.
Son, no, listen, it's not that. It's that. It's the one that she was in the ring with all the wrestlers. It just looked like she was just on a. It just felt sad, son. It's like you knew she looked like she was about to cry, and it just felt.
Son, you're not supposed to feel like that, son.
I know, son, and that's the point, son. That's exactly why I can't watch it, son. There's something wrong with her if I can't jack off to that, son. And I'll keep it 100, son. I've jacked off to bestiality before, son. Freaking bitches, fucking horses. So that tells you something. I couldn't get off the freaking Chyna. I've jerked off to Chyna's Playboy.
Son.
I've jerked off to Chyna's Playboy, son.
Oh my gosh.
When I was younger and as an adult, son. And it should tell you, I've jerked off to the fucking sex tape that she did with Xbox, son. So this should tell you something that I couldn't do that to this shit, son. I jacked it to the Hulk Hogan sex tape, son. So that tells you something about that, son.
Yo. Alright, son. We gotta end the show.
Yeah,
we cannot end this show on a higher note, son. Yo, that was the greatest. This was the greatest ending, son. That was ever had.
Yo, all I'm saying is that, like, yo, it's not me. It's not me if I can jack off to all this other shit. But seeing her in that ring looking like she on the verge to crying and knowing that this, even though it came out that she lied, but saying that she got raped by a gang of freaking football players. It's just like you in the ring with like 20 dudes and first of all, it's too many dicks around. First of all, second of all, the noises that she make. It's like, that's not fucking sexy.
Oh, son.
Oh, man.
We gotta end this show, son. We gotta end this show, son.
Goochcast.com. Subscribe on iTunes. Follow on Twitter at G&JJ Show. Instagram, Mr. Gooch and JJ Show. Stitcher. Spreaker. TuneIn. Pornhub.com. YouTube. Freaking.
Hold on. Did you just say Pornhub.com, son?
Allegedly. Shout out to my niggas at Wrestling Soup, Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers. Shout out to Solid Monster. He probably don't even know about my show, but I enjoy his shit, so I just want to shout that out. Shout out to the Chyna porn, because just showing me that there is something that Lamar Gooch Walker will not jerk off to.
Yo, shout out to Basin. Or whoever what's the company, right?
DraftKings.
Well, no. Son, the company. What was the company that did that? That did that porn?
Vivid.
Oh, shout out to Vivid, man.
Oh man, that shit was disgusting, man. Let's just hope the fucking Sunny porn I can actually beat my shit to, because son, let me tell you something. You know the fucking pics that came out of her doing the naked Skype or whatever. I tried to jerk it to that shit, and I couldn't do it to Sunny, son. So listen, I don't really have faith.
So, but you gotta expect that there's gonna be a drop, son. There gotta be a drop off, okay?
Man,
oh my goodness, son! What an ending to a show, son! Oh my goodness!
Shout out CNC, Cody Charles for the entrance. No, and don't get murked. Be safe. Don't go ass to mouth unless you marry that bitch. Don't jerk off to the Chyna porn. I really don't recommend that shit. Like I really don't, son. You probably the only dude that probably. You know what? Nah.
No, so you can't say I'm the only one.
Nah, but you really defended that. Okay, if there's any listeners out there that can give me a positive, watch the Chyna porn and no homo, try to masturbate to that joint. Let me now. You know this is kind of getting a little. You know what? Fuck it. It's 2015. I don't give a fuck. Send us a message right on Twitter at GJJ Show. Just you ain't even got to say that you jerked off to it, right? Just let us know how long it took you to come to that shit, son. And if you couldn't, just say, yo, man, I couldn't. But if there's a nigga that actually could come to that shit in under 5 minutes, then much love to you, man. Much love to you.
Oh my god, man.
Fucking. Make sure y'all niggas check out goochcast.com. You can find out all that shit there, man. So, anything we want to say before we check out of this bullshit?
Oh man, what's the Chyna porn, man? That's all I got to say, man.
Man, I'll watch the Hulk Hogan porn before that. Alright. Goochcast.com.